Over 80 countries walked out of a room disappointed. Fossil fuel lobbyists walked out smiling. Every story has a villain and a hero, and just like heroes have supporters, so do villains. As COP30 ended with mixed feelings, I am starting a new series called Fight for 1.5 degrees Celsius. In this story, there are many villains and many heroes, but today we are exposing the greatest villain of all, fossil fuels. And trust me, this villain has powerful supporters who will sacrifice Earth's future for their personal gains. At COP30, fossil fuels weren't officially on the agenda, but behind closed doors, they were the only thing anyone talked about. Everyone had one hope, that the phrase transition away from fossil fuels agreed at COP28 in Dubai would make it into the final text. It didn't. Petrostates like Russia and Saudi Arabia, backed by an army of fossil fuel lobbyists, made sure those three words disappeared. Over 80 countries were left shocked and disappointed. But here's where it gets complicated. Some developing countries also didn't support the fossil fuel roadmap. Why? Climate finance. Their argument was simple but powerful. The developed countries burned fossil fuels for 150 years to build their wealth. They caused this crisis. Now they want us to transition. Fine, but they pay for it first. When the final draft came out with zero mention of fossil fuels, countries like Colombia, Uruguay, and the European Union erupted. They stood up and declared, fossil fuels are the cause of the climate crisis. If we don't name the villain, everything else is just hypocrisy. Seeing this, COP30 President Andre Delago tried to salvage the situation. He announced, I will create two voluntary roadmaps, one to halt and reverse deforestation and another for transitioning away from fossil fuels in a just, orderly, and equitable manner. Voluntary, not binding, outside the UN process, but something powerful emerged from this disappointment. For the first time in history, Colombia and the Netherlands announced they will co-host the International Conference on the Just Transition Away from Fossil Fuels on April 28-29 next year. The conference will map out real pathways for transitioning to clean, sustainable energy that's fair and doesn't crush developing economies. 24 countries have already joined. Now here's the million-dollar question. Should India join this coalition? We are the world's third largest emitter. We are also ranked ninth most vulnerable to climate disasters. We have 1.4 billion people who need affordable energy to survive and thrive. So what do? Stand with fossil fuels because we need cheap energy? Join the transition but risk our development? Or fight for a just transition where the polluters